Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. One of the most interesting aspects of MWII so far has been the announcement of DMZ, the Escape from Tarkov-like mode. It's based as an extraction shooter. You drop in, you try to complete certain challenges, you try and find certain pieces of equipment or certain items in game and exfil with them to complete your overarching mission. Now, this mode hasn't really been fully revealed yet. It's been mentioned, it's been very, ambiguously detailed by Infinity Ward and by Call of Duty. There's not too much known about this mode, but we have gained some new information as of late via some official posts from Call of Duty, then also some new leaks and rumors. So wanted to go through, break those down, also give you guys sort of an expectation list of, when we might see a full reveal for this, what to, expect in terms of that. Now, we already know for sure that DMZ is launching with Warzone 2.0 on November 16th, and that's alongside the Season 1 update in general for MWII. It's going to be an absolutely massive update. We'll detail everything about this update actually in a video probably in the next few days because it is huge in and of itself, but DMZ is going to be a part of that, obviously. So that'll be our first gameplay experience coming with Season 1. So, that'll give you a bit of time after the launch of MWII to have some weapons leveled up, to have some of the areas of Al Mazrah memorized from playing them in multiplayer maps. As we learned earlier on this week, a lot of the MP maps, both the ground war ones and then also the standard 6v6 ones, are taken from Al Mazrah, and they're like sort of modified for multiplayer, if you will. So you'll be certainly familiar with certain areas on the map, but yeah. November 16th launch, that's the first and most important thing you need to know there. As mentioned, fully takes place on Al Mazrah. It is the exact same map as Warzone 2.0, and presumably we're going to be able to explore the entire map. We've gone through some of the leaked challenges and gameplay missions that have come out before, and a lot of them detail, going to oil and getting 15 kills there, or, using an SMG in Al Mazrah City and taking out bots there. So this map is going to be fully explorable, obviously in a different way from Warzone 2, where there's not necessarily a gas zone or a sandstorm moving in, forcing you to go to specific locations. You can maneuver around it as you please, do your own thing, take it at your own pace, so long as you're not on like a timed mission or anything, and really play the map in a different way. So that to me is very, very exciting. Now, with an extraction shooter, obviously looting is a big aspect of gameplay, and it seems like for the first time in a long time, we're gonna have a backpack inventory system for DMZ. This has been leaked numerous times already, but in the COD launch reveal for MWII, they detailed that in Spec Ops, operators are going to access a backpack where you can store equipment, then also use different kits, which offer perks and field upgrades and kill streaks. Now, keep in mind, that's for Spec Ops, but it's still the same gameplay loop in a sense. So if a backpack is being used there, an inventory system like that is very likely to cross on over into DMZ. So that'll be sort of your inventory system where you might have to manage your weight potentially with how fast your character can move. If you're carrying a ton of stuff, you're obviously going to have to manage your ammo, your equipment. Maybe if you want to carry a certain streak or not, or if you want to leave behind a certain weapon, you're going to have to take that into consideration, really be smart with what exactly you are carrying if you are super limited on space. And of course, you also got to be mindful of whatever your main mission is. If you're going after a USB drive or a briefcase or a specific special weapon, you got to make sure you can carry that as well. So there's sort of almost a skill gap there in inventory management in and of itself, which could be pretty interesting. Now, we did actually see a brand new leak or a brand new rumor drop earlier on this week, I think from BK Tour over on Twitter and the Ghost of Hope. They ended up talking about the different infill locations for DMZ, and according to them, there's going to be 4 different infill locations, meaning of all the places on Al Mazrah, you can choose 4 of them to spawn in at and then go from there with your missions. So, obviously knowing the map, knowing where you are located versus where your mission's going to be is going to be crucial for this, so you can choose the most ideal place to load in. Maybe there's going to be set extraction points. That's also something to factor in, where you'd want to spawn in close to maybe somewhere where you can easily extract and get out of there if need be. But according to these leaks and rumors, the 4 infill locations are going to be El Bagra Fortress, which we've seen obviously detailed as a part of the Warzone 2 and Al Mazrah layout. We also have Al Safwa. They don't detail if that's like a specific town on the map. It's just in general Al Safwa. We also have Rohan Oil, which is obviously the oil area on the map that's pretty prominent. And then finally, we have Hydroelectric, which is another main point of interest on the map as well. And based off the general overview that we've seen for some of these, they are relatively spread out, so you certainly have some diversity in terms of where you want to spawn. But yeah, you definitely have to be mindful of what exactly your mission is, where you think you're going to be going. You could certainly plan out routes because of this and figure out exactly what path you want to take to get to your objective, to get to the extraction point. There's going to be a lot more tactics involved in DMZ gameplay versus multiplayer, versus Spec Ops, versus Warzone 2, where a lot of those are either super guided like Spec Ops is, or completely chaos with Warzone 2 and MP, where nothing is decided, it's all completely random. There could be a lot more strategy involved here, and there definitely will be a lot more strategy involved here. Quick little side note, by the way, if you guys are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with the latest from Call of Duty, whether it's news, updates, leaks, rumors, tips, everything going on, you'll find it right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you can always guarantee you are up to date. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like rating would be seriously appreciated as well. Also, right now, my G Fuel discount code for the rest of the month is boosted to get you 30% off your entire order. So throw in code Immortal at checkout. You can take advantage of the max discount here. Prep for MW2's launch here. Get ready, stock up on all your favorite flavors, pick up a new shaker cup if you want. Now is the prime time to grab anything at all from the G Fuel site, and the link for that will be down in the description below. Now, to close things out here, I also want to break down some expectations here of when we are most likely going to hear more about DMZ in full and really have a good understanding of what this gameplay is going to be like. Because like I said, they really haven't revealed all that much about this mode outside of the fact that its name is DMZ, it's going to take place on Al Mazrah, and it's an extraction shooter. Like, that's the core gameplay that we've learned about it. But we know that it's coming with Season 1, obviously, so it's not going to be included in any major reveals for launch updates. Launch updates and launch content reveals are strictly focused on what's going to be there on day one. So multiplayer maps, the modes, the weapons, the operators, yada, yada, yada. But we know that Season 1 on November 16th is only a couple of weeks after launch on October 28th. So we're going to end up getting a full Season 1 reveal. I would imagine probably the second week of November, so just before, about a week out from launch. Just because that'll be that nice little middle gap. It's like a 3-week gap in between launch and Season 1. So smack dab in the middle, you get your reveal, you're hyped up for the week, you're ready to go. Plus everything else they've talked about so far has been about a week out from when it's actually happened. So late first week of November, early second week in November, we'll probably get a full-on detailed reveal of Warzone 2 gameplay and Season 1 updates. And with that, obviously, DMZ as well. It might even have a full separate launch if I had to guess, with its own trailer. We obviously had a multiplayer trailer. We should get a full-on Warzone 2 trailer as well just before launch, and DMZ should have the same treatment as well, especially because it is brand new and needs a lot more explaining than, say, Battle Royale gameplay or 6v6 gameplay. With all the new mechanics, with all the new dynamics, I fully expect them to go all out on a reveal here. And of course, whenever that ends up happening, we are going to be breaking it down in full, going over all the details when they have surfaced. So stay tuned for that. Again, make sure you're subbed with those noties turned on. But that's going to wrap things up for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, Control Freak, you can throw in code Immortal for all of those and get yourself a nice little discount. And the link for all those is always down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.